Welcome back to part 2 as I finish up these two Encaustic Collage mixed media pieces. At this point I have all of the underpainting done, it is all dry, and I am adding the first layer of encaustic. Once I have a good layer down there, I go ahead and fuse that, making sure it soaks in to all of the surface area that I have there. It can be a little tricky with all of the texture, but you just have to be patient and make sure that it melts good and soaks in there. At this point I went ahead and took one of my stencils and laid that down on the surface. This particular stencil has several different patterns in it. I chose a larger pattern to begin with here. Went ahead and found a place to put that on both pieces. And then I just brushed the warm encaustic over that pattern, let it cool for a little bit, and pull the stencil up, and it leaves the pattern of wax on the surface. Once I get these how I want them, I'll go ahead and add some oil paint to accentuate them on the surface. Because this particular pattern was smaller, I went ahead and used a fan brush to apply the encaustic instead of the big brush. I start with a transparent Indian yellow for the first layer of paint that I am going to put onto those marks, and then I will also use some of my tools and add a few more marks as I go here. I will use some vegetable oil in order to blend that paint and then also to clean it off of the surface. Just like part 1 of this video series, I do have these videos sped up pretty quickly, so I hope that that is not a problem for those of you who like to watch everything, but it does get a little boring if you're watching it in real time. While I have a minute, if you have not liked my videos or subscribed to my channel, I would love for a click, a comment, or a subscription. Those all will help me out as I work to grow my YouTube channel and be able to provide more content. If there's any of the things that I have shown thus far that you enjoy and would like to see again, just leave me a comment and let me know that. I am looking for a few suggestions of what you like and maybe what you don't. I decided to enhance those stencil marks that I made by putting some marks in them and then adding some Payne's Gray oil paint to them. At this point, I went ahead and gave everything a quick fuse, and I pulled out my gold foil and added a little bit of the metallic gold to the pieces. I definitely find it handy to have a small pair of tweezers around that you can use for some more delicate placement. Tool I got not too long ago. It's made by We Are Memory Keepers. This particular one has a fine tip. It has a USB cord that you plug in and that heats the tip up, and it does come with a little bit of the heat activated foil. You can purchase that foil in multiple different colors. I knew I wanted to write onto both of these pieces using this tool. I learned about it from K. Jane Art. She uses it in her work and makes beautiful pieces. At this point, I like to take the leftover piece of foil and just rub it in various areas. Usually just the heat from my finger rubbing it on there will allow it to come off in a random pattern, and I like how that looks. I don't know how well you can see the words on the video, but I wrote "Shout for Joy" on the first painting and "Love Always Wins" on the second one. I did go back after I shut the video camera off and pulled some of the gold foil off that I put on. Just scraped it back a little bit to make the edges not as heavy, and they turned out pretty neat. I will have photos of these pieces on my Instagram page if you want to look at photos of them there. At this point, I decided to go ahead and pull off the blue tape and see how they turned out. I do hope that you enjoyed the process of the creation of these collage mixed media pieces that I finished off with encaustic. This is such a versatile medium, the encaustic. I just love it. You can do so many things. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the journey today. I look forward to seeing you again soon.